This is KGW News at 5.
Well, it's been a pretty scene across parts of Oregon and Washington with some late winter snowfall in some areas. This was the capital earlier today, but for some of us, it was just wet out there. We got plenty of snow pictures from our viewers. Thank you to those who sent those in. And today won't be your only chance to see snowflakes fall. Thanks for joining us for KGW News at 5. I'm John Adams. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri is tracking the system for us tonight. And Joe, some areas are going to see a lot more snow than others. Is there a chance the valley floor wakes up to any snow overnight?
Not a chance. But again, we could be seeing some heavy downpours overnight, John, where we could see that snow level drop. Now, snow level tonight and into tomorrow morning is going to be right around 500 feet. So if we get some heavy showers, there could be a few locations that maybe at that 500-foot level that could see some light accumulation. But this is that trough that's going to be basically stretching from the Washington coast all the way down to the California coast, bringing in some very cold air from the Gulf of Alaska. That's why we're talking about snow levels down to about 500 feet. Of course, we're not going to be seeing much in the metro area. It might look pretty tomorrow morning, and that is it. But still, you travel along Highway 26 throughout the Coast Range, you could be seeing anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow overnight. Winter weather advisory is in place, but right now it's snowing heavier over the Coast Range than it is over Mount Hood right now. And looking at the coast, we're seeing a temperature of 38 degrees over in Lincoln City. Just a bit of some cold air no matter where you're at. We should be seeing temperatures close to 50 degrees for daytime highs. Yeah, we didn't get near that earlier this afternoon. Here's a live look from the reserve out in Washington County in Aloha with a temperature of 39 degrees. Outside Timberline Lodge, you've seen nearly a foot of snow in the last 24 hours. You're seeing a temperature right now of 20 degrees, and it's going to continue to see heavy snow throughout the higher elevations, including the Oregon Cascades here the next couple of days. So as we look at your hour-by-hour forecast, again, you're traveling over the Coast Range at all tonight and into tomorrow, you're going to be seeing some good amount of snow showers. So be prepared for winter driving. I know it's winter, but I think a lot of people kind of put winter in the rearview mirror. Don't do that just yet. We're going to be seeing some pockets of a rain and snow mix the next couple of mornings throughout the metro area. But again, nothing is going to be sticking on the valley floor, unfortunately. Where it will be sticking, basically 1,000 feet and higher. That includes the West Hills. And coming up in my detailed forecast, I'll let you know when we could be seeing a little bit more of an early March forecast. That's about 15 minutes from now.
All right, Joe, thank you. Portland police are investigating an overnight shooting that left one person injured. Officers responded to Northeast Grand and Deacon just before midnight, where they found the victim in a vehicle who'd been shot several times. He was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound in the leg. A house was also hit multiple times. Officers believe dozens of rounds were fired in total. No one has been arrested, and police don't have information on a suspect. And Portland police want you to be on the lookout for this man. Investigators say Harold Delaney, who also goes by the name Bob, shot and killed Charles Hassel in a bar in the St. John's neighborhood early last month. Police say Delaney walks with a hunched posture and uses a cane, but is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him or know where he is, call 911.
For justice! For justice! For justice! For justice! Let me hear you.
Well, this rally today at the Capitol in Salem, a response to House Bill 4002. Organizers say they're not happy lawmakers passed the bill. The Oregon Senate approved 4002 yesterday, effectively recriminalizing drugs and rolling back Measure 110. Many who rallied are members of Unite Oregon. They say recriminalizing drugs will disproportionately affect Black and brown communities, people who have historically faced higher rates of criminalization and jail time.
Our biggest issue is that we have known that the criminal justice has never worked for Black and brown people. It doesn't work to repair us or to help us get healthy.
We want to make sure that we don't go backwards, because I don't think there's any question that the war on drugs decades ago disenfranchised minority communities.
That was Republican Senate Minority Leader Tim Knopp. Knopp says lawmakers plan to keep a close eye on data when it comes to race. Well, the U.S., with the help of Jordan, completed their first airdrop of aid into Gaza today. The combined effort between CENTCOM saw 3 military C-130 planes drop 66 pallets with 38,000 meals along the Gazan coastline. U.S. Central Command says it is planning for potential follow-up airborne aid delivery missions. Well, this as a nurse from Salem returns from volunteering and helping victims of the war in Gaza. Yvonne Groenhout spent time in Gaza in December and January working in Rafah. While there, she helped to set up a field hospital and outpatient clinic. She provided care for people with wounds from blasts and gunshots, many of the wounds infected due to a lack of medical care.
The need was so great. People were lining up as soon as they saw us putting up the tents, and we had patients. The first day we thought, they don't know that we're here yet. Maybe we'll get 50 patients. And in the first day, I think we saw 200.
Yvonne says the need in Gaza has only grown since she was last there. She says the plan is for the field hospital to expand and add 2 more operating rooms. The outpatient hospital recently grew from 50 beds to 150. Well, dozens of people in Portland were able to get free eye exams today, thanks to more than $3 million in donations. OHSU is going to be able to bring that service to more underserved communities. Sydney Dorner stopped by the new mobile clinic to see how this program is preventing people from potentially going blind. Sydney.
John, OHSU first kicked off their KC Community Outreach Program in 2010. They utilize a mobile clinic to bring eye doctors to areas with less access. With the new donations, they are expanding, adding another van, allowing them to see 2 patients at a time.
Look down a minute. And then look up high.
Galen Taylor has been coming to North by Northeast Community Health Center since 2008.
You don't get treated as just a patient, just you're another person. You get treated as somebody.
Located on Northeast Alberta Street between 7th and 8th Avenue, it is the only medical clinic in Oregon devoted to African American and Black health.
When you could come somewhere in the neighborhood and you can get the things that you need to help you stay alive. I'm 58 years old. I'm trying to get older. I'm trying to live longer than my mother and father.
Saturday, they teamed up with OHSU's KC Community Outreach Program to bring their new mobile van to the clinic to provide free eye exams. About 35 patients were seen in the 39-foot-long mobile unit. Ophthalmic technician Brittany Melvin Brulette says OHSU's KC Community Outreach Program seeks to end preventable blindness.
Say, for example, glaucoma, which takes away their peripheral side vision. They're not going to notice that without the testing that we can help provide and we can give to the community. So yes, they might have perfect vision that's just straight ahead, but when they're driving, they're not going to see someone that might enter onto the road or off the sidewalk.
By driving across Oregon, they are able to meet people in low-income and rural areas with less access to free vision screenings and eye exams. She says this bigger additional van will allow them to do so much more.
There will be more privacy for the participants when they're seen by the physicians on the mobile unit. There's also space. Previously, we'd had to drive separately and pay for gas mileage and stuff like that. We do now have seating for the staff to actually travel with the mobile unit.
So far, the program has served more than 10,000 people, resulting in about 6,000 free prescription glasses. With this new van, they hope these numbers will grow. Sydney Dorner, KGW News.
All right, the Portland Timbers are now offering refunds to fans who purchased the new jerseys with the DeBello logo on it. It comes after the team dropped the company as its newest sponsor following sexual harassment allegations against their CEO. Fans who bought the new kits before February the 29th have the next 30 days to return it with proof of purchase to get a full refund.